Stop it, quiet, if it's new.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Take over first and 10.
From the 32 now. Here's first and 10. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Well, the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Kendrick Bourne, 59 yards. And the Niners have taken the early lead. A gutsy call, fourth and short. They go for it. Look at the result.
Yeah, not only did they go for it, they threw for it. Because to me, it was stacked up for a run situation. Strength on strength, and they decided to put the ball in the air. And what a result. Big-time play.
Ravens, nothing.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now first and 10 at their own 22. He'll throw from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 44 yards. And now the Ravens, they're just a two-point conversion away from tying this up. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. From the gun, Jackson. And this is caught. So they get the 2 points, and now we're even at 8-8.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
This is Mostert. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down at the
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense, and know what they say. Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Here we go on 4th down with Garoppolo. He goes full extension, and he's got it. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort picking up the first.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
Past the 20. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
touchdown.
Raheem Mostert, 49 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the two-point conversion for good measure. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
The 36-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
16. Ravens 8.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's going to run again. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought, is, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And he's going to go down again. It was Eric Armstead fighting his way through that time to record the sack.
Back at the 39-yard line.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Going deep here for Bryant. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Well, you can just see this one coming, couldn't you? It's an obvious passing situation, 3rd and long. The defense is going to bring in 2 more defensive backs and say, you want to throw? Go ahead. We dare you. And it's just no one open anywhere as they come away with the interception.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, and they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. On first down, they go with Mostert again. 20. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do?
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 15. And he'll be down at the 6-yard line. And that pick just sets them up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, And our defensive coordinator says we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers add on to their